Hello, I'm Tim Daniels with the Talon Group, and today we're going to be discussing title insurance and waterfront property. If you're thinking about buying a piece of waterfront property located within the city limits of Seattle, you're going to be dealing with Tidelands. When you first get your preliminary commitment for title insurance, the first thing you should check for is, does your legal description contain together with Tidelands of the first or second class? If it doesn't, you're not buying the Tidelands. Historically, the Tidelands and title to the uplands property are two separate chains of title, and if it is not appearing in your Schedule A legal description, you better ask the question, where are my Tidelands? The next thing you're going to question yourself is, where do my Tidelands begin, where do they end? Historically, this has been governed from the patent all the way up to state law. Right now, you would own from the average elevation of high tide over 18.6 years to, depending upon when you got your title from the state, out to mean low tide or extreme low tide. The next question that's going to come is, where do my sidelines or lateral lines of my Tidelands extend? When you receive a deed from the state of Washington for Tidelands, they do not define the location of your lateral lines, and there are no state statutes defining the location of your lateral lines. So on your title report, you're probably going to see an exception for determination of the lateral lines of the Tidelands, because they cannot be defined. You cannot arbitrarily go out and project what your lateral lines will be, because that may conflict or take away from your neighbors or what you may actually have, which a Supreme Court decision would have to determine. Washington State acquired the beds to the navigable bodies of water back in 1889 when they became a state. The federal government gave these lands to Washington in trust, and that property is held in trust by the state for purposes of commerce and navigation. Again, on your preliminary commitment for title insurance, you're going to see exceptions for rights of the public, state, and federal government for purposes of navigation and commerce. Remember, you do not own the water, you cannot restrict the use of the water. You own the bed, as determined by, again, when you acquired the property from the state of Washington. Congratulations on looking at waterfront property. There are a number of questions that you should have and a number of definitions that you should look for. Please give us a call at the Talon Group and we will help you through that process. Thank you. I got to go find the inner harbor line now on this piece of property.